First opened back in 2012. We're live inside the cavernous Lone Depot Park in Miami. We've got an NL East contest tonight between the Atlanta Braves and the Miami Marlins. With Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa and D-Row, a major league debut on tap in this one for a guy that comes pretty highly regarded as a prospect.
He does, Matty. I think there's several reasons to be excited about this kid and what he might do in his career at the big league level. I know his nerves have got to be running high right now, but no matter how he performs today, should be fun to see how he develops and if he can establish himself as a solid big leaguer moving forward.
Nick Neidert gets the ball for Miami in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, it wasn't a great performance in his last start, but he did pitch well enough to earn the win. We'll see if he can turn in a little bit better performance in this one.
Stepping up is Ronald Acuna, and as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. First of 3 to start the week as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, it was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Row, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
And he subtracts there beautifully as this pitch is swung on and missed for the game's first out. So next up will be Freddie Freeman. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
One thing I'm going to keep my eye on with this young starter on the mound is how he's able to stay ahead of hitters. It makes pitching at this level a lot easier. And when you're trying to establish yourself in the big leagues, you're going to have a much better time doing that if you attack hitters from the get-go.
Good waste pitch, 1 and 2.
Well, that's a pitch right there you got to just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0 and 2. And if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
Count even at 2 and 2. Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game.
Careful. Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. And he lays off here at ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
At the plate now is Trevor Story. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
The 1-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Encarnacion is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there.
You know, a lot of guys don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0 center cut. Didn't even give the impression he was swinging.
Here's the 0-2. Got him swinging, and that's the 3rd out. Left for Atlanta. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. Drew Smiley out of the state of Arkansas is on the hill here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Wow, he was awfully good in his last one. A complete game victory. We'll see if he'll be as good in this one as he was in his previous start.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw on to first in time, one away. Now at the plate, Nicky Lopez. And now the first pitch. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. But this is foul for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Pache is there, 2 down. Now to bat, Brian Anderson. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. There's a fastball called for a strike on the inside corner. Now, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds it.
And we'll just leave it there as they make the play to end the inning. Miami down in order. We are still scoreless. So up steps Ozzie Albies. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Throw is in time for the first out of the second.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And let's take a look at Brian Anderson. This guy, when I see him out there on the field, I think of one thing. He's a ball player. Offers versatility for his manager. Outfield, little third base. He was fighting for the 2018 Rookie of the Year.
And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
You know, D-Row, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
If he's consistent with it, Dan, which Clyde always is, I'm okay with it.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out. So the bases are empty with 2 gone now. And up next will be Christian Pache. Now this is swung on, and here's another fly ball out to right field. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. Around second now, and this ball still hasn't been fielded. And a relay to the plate. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run of the ball game. Down in order go the Braves. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. In now, Jazz Chisholm. Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0. No one out with a runner at second. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taking all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
Another 1-2 delivery. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the right fielder. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And the throw from right will not be in time as he takes third on the flyout.
All right, the Atlanta Braves attack you on defense this way. And let's focus our attention on catcher Travis d'Arnaud. He's going to have to step up today and have a big game for these guys. Not known necessarily for his defensive acumen, more of a big pop guy on the offensive side. He has got to control this game.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
He froze him on the fastball there. Garrett Cooper becomes out number 2 this inning. So now to the plate, Ferrar Encarnacion. Lifted in the air out towards left center. After it is Acuna. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Top of the third set to get underway, and standing in is the veteran outfielder Ender Inciarte. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Gets the call on the changeup. Up there, 2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
3 balls and a strike to the Braves left fielder.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
Full count to Ender Inciarte. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Grounded back up the middle, and that'll get on by into center field for a leadoff single.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
So here's Johan Camargo. Fouled off. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 9 homers and 31 RBIs. The 0-1 pitch. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Inciarte on at first, nobody out. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he can put up similar numbers in this one.
Acuna digs in now, As he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike one. He was a strikeout victim to open up the ball game. A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
And it's fouled away. Third inning, no score to this point.
Ball.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
And rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now. So a runner at first with 2 away, and that brings in Freddie Freeman. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
And this is what happens when a power hitter is at the plate. You don't want to give him anything in the zone, and sometimes that leads to those tough-to-handle wild pitches. There's a chance they just put him on first now to avoid him doing any real damage.
2-0 now.
No strike.
The 2-0.
That's a ball.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Harrison moving back on it, and it's gone. A 2-run blast off the bat of Freddie Freeman. Home run number 44 on the year. And it's given Atlanta a 2-0 lead.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
Trevor Story steps in now, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there. It's strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. But 2 in the inning for Atlanta, both coming on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the third coming up. It's bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring Monte Harrison up to the plate.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this one. Getting a run back in this inning, give them a little bit of confidence that they can keep up in this game.
The tag, and he's nabbed, trying for 2. And that'll bring in Miguel Amaya, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Well, making it to the bigs was far from guaranteed for him. It's got to be a great feeling to finally have that major league jersey on his back, huh?
And he's done exactly that. And I'm sure he's had to prove himself to himself at moments. Had to look in the mirror and decide, is this what I want to do with the rest of my life? Grinding it out on the buses in the minor leagues. But it all comes to fruition now, stepping into the batter's box in the big leagues for the first time.
And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Miguel Amaya has just collected his first hit in the big leagues, and as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Amaya leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. And this will get taken in at first for the second out of the inning. And stepping in, Nicky Lopez. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Strike one to start the at-bat. 2 out here and a runner at second. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
Inciarte is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Welcome back to Miami as we check in with Heidi Watney. Stepping in for the Braves, Travis d'Arnaud. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Ball 2 now. d'Arnaud, a California-born ball player. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Fastball right back to the mound. One there, on to first, and they get them both. So base is empty now after the double play. And striding forward, the designated hitter, William Contreras. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Hammered the other way to deep right field. A ball that's carrying. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. So now to the plate, Brian Anderson. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but it's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Sent on the ground out to second. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right.
The pitcher got the result he was looking for. Change up down in the zone, gets him to hit it on the ground, but obviously the result wasn't what he wanted.
Jazz Chisholm is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Fouled away.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Batter will be J.J. Bleday, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
Pulled toward right center field. Acuna will back up and put this away for a long out number 1. And he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with 1 gone. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And both of these guys bringing it pretty good. 97 and 93 is the top recorded speed so far.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. In to score, the runner from third. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Standing in now, Ferrar Encarnacion, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 1 thus far. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. And this will get all the way to the wall now. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
On his way out to the mound now is the Atlanta skipper, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he will curiously make his way to the dugout after what has to be considered a very brief appearance. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Count still at 1-2. And another foul ball. Cooper on third. Encarnacion is over at second with 1 down in the inning. Story picks it up, and not in time as the run scores. So runners at first and second here with 1 away. And in at the plate digs Miguel Amaya. Here's the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. Back to the top of the Miami lineup now, and stepping in, John Birdie. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
The way this guy at the plate gets down the line, contact is your friend in this situation. Tough to double him up. This middle infield has got to do their best to roll it as quick as possible.
First offering, Nicky Lopez is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it.
Well, the side is retired as they make the play. So they do get 3 that inning. That's the good news. Now at the plate is Christian Pache. He'll start off the 5th in this one. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Left fielder is on the move. He's there and records the first out. So next to bat will be Ender Inciarte. Singled in his last at-bat. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Hit on the ground out to short. And quickly there are 2 away. And the next in is Johan Camargo. Struck out in his first at-bat. Now here's the pitch. And that's taken for strike 1.
No ball.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one. Mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
Behind 0-2 now. And he misses there. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
5th inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. Good take there to lay off the high fastball. Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3.
Great job to be able to lay off that pitch right there. You could tell the minute it came out of his hand, his eyes lit up at the plate.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Count remains full. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and set to go as the 3rd baseman, Brian Anderson. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Ball 1. Hit on the ground out to short. And there's one down now. Striding forward now is the DH, Jazz Chisholm. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. A ball and no strikes.
One ball.
One
no
out,
strike.
nobody on. 2-0 to the Marlins designated hitter in this one.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Hit out towards second. Albies brings it in. Throw gets him. 2 down. Next, it'll be J.J. Bleday. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Albies scoops it up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is 2-3 go the Marlins. But they still lead it 3-2. And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Advantage count 2-0 to the Braves center fielder.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Fouled off. The 2-1 home is laid off of for ball number 3.
Great situation right here. Leading off the inning, you gotta find a way to get on base any way possible. But I don't like to take the aggression away from hitters. If it's in your zone, I want you swinging.
Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0. 3-2's our score here in inning number 6. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
This one's down to 3rd. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes. Here's one fouled off to the right as the count evens at 1-1. Again, another foul ball.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Next to hit is Gerard Encarnacion. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Hit on the ground out to short. Story scoops it up on to first, and there were 2 down. So that'll bring in Monty Harrison next. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Albies picks it up. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends. Richard Blyer is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. And now the Atlanta number 4 hitter, Travis d'Arnaud. It was a walk in his last trip, and this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. That's inside. 2-0.
No strike.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And he lays off ball 4, so now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. So a runner at first now with nobody out, and that'll bring up Ozzie Albies from the belt, kicks and deals. Ball 1.
One ball. No strike.
Darno aboard here at first with nobody out.
That's
2-0
the ball.
now.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Hot shot to third. The second for 1. On to
You're
first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. To the plate now is the designated hitter, William Contreras. 0 for 2. He's flown out twice. Here's the first pitch to him, and it's fouled away. Ready with the 0-1. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And that ends the inning. So no runs, no. Last half of the 7th here, and that'll bring in the first-year catcher, Miguel Amaya, in there for strike 1. And he falls behind 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Liner in there for a base hit. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Managers these days like to think of that 9-hole hitter as the second leadoff man, and he plays the role pretty well right here. Gets the leadoff double, and now he gives the real leadoff man a chance to bring him home.
So here is Nicky Lopez. He bounced out last time up, and it looks as though they're going to set up the double play. There's the free pass signal, so there'll be runners at the corners with 1 gone. Brian Anderson is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a 4-seamer.
Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Like clockwork, a 4-6-3 double play to end the threat. Back with more. Anthony Bass has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. New inning set to get underway, and up next will be Christian Pache. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And he lays off for ball 1.
This right-handed pitcher, his bread and butter is that 2-seamer, and he loves to throw it inside.
Now here's the pitch.
That's the ball. 2-1. That's the ball.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
The count is 3-1.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. The next to bat for Atlanta, Ender Inciarte. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
1-1 to count. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Pulled toward right center field. Harrison is under it to make the play on the first out. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the two starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. First pitch of the AB on its way. Johan Camargo is in for the third time now as he takes a ball outside. It's 1-0. That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball. Quick check on that tying run at first, and he'll dive back in safely. Pache, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. He's running in there. Now the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Outside.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. And he fouls this one off. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Again, he sends it out of play. The 2-2 one more time. Fouled away. Now another 2-2. Fouled off.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off. Maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
And it's fouled away. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch.
Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. It's gone. They've taken the lead in the 8th. Two-run shot to straightaway center as they take the lead 4-3.
Yeah, he was having zero luck early in the game, striking out twice in 2 at-bats. But it only takes one swing to get back in a groove. That was definitely it.
Yimi Garcia gets the call as he'll pitch with one gone in the top of the 8th. And now time is called for and granted by home plate umpire Clyde Washington. Into the box now, Ronald Acuna, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And low, it's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
The 1-1.
Ball.
Still only one out in the inning. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
2-2.
And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. Freddie Freeman will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. And the pitch. And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike now to the Braves first baseman.
1 ball, 1 strike.
His prior history in this matchup, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. Two balls and a strike to Freeman. Fouled away. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
I don't know if that was a great take or he got fooled. He's certainly trying to play it off like he knew what was coming. You could bet he'd be on alert for that curveball again.
A bouncer up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
Now batting.
Digging in next, Trevor Story. He grounded out last time up. He's set and the pitch. Strike taken up in the zone.
Yeah, that looked like an auto take right there, just trying to measure up this pitcher's stuff.
A ball and a strike to Trevor Story. A runner on first with 2 away.
Outside,
and this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Three balls and a strike to the Atlanta shortstop.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
A good pass at that ball, just a little late, and now the count's full.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
3-2 pitch. Hit to short. Reined in. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and standing in is the DH, Jazz Chisholm. Will Smith enters from the pen to start the 8th, and it's quite possible they'll ask him to pitch 2 full innings to close this out.
0-1.
And that's by him. It's 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. So it was a strikeout swinging. Jazz Chisholm is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning.
After that slider away, he must have set his sights out there because he took that fastball in like he had no chance.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Now another 1-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Tying run at the plate, the 0-1 on the ground to the right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Boy, just when you're looking for one of those shutdown innings, you get 2 quick outs, Hero, then you give up a 2-out base hit to extend the inning.
Yeah, you show me a big league ball player that's going to give away an AB. No chance. Everybody's in there.
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the John Curtis enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a slider that catches a lot of the plate that time, and it's sent out to deep left center field. And this one is gone. Travis d'Arnaud with the solo home run. Number 23 for him thus far, and it's now 5-3.
The bullpen is going to have to take care of business in the bottom half of this inning. But they're going to be able to throw a lot freer that they've got that extra run to play with. Insurance runs are always huge.
Into the box, Ozzie Albies batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty B, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. And it's fouled away.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
2-2, here it is. And he fouls this one off. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
There's ball 4. So a runner at first now with nobody out. And that brings up William Contreras. From the belt, kicks and deals. Now the 0-1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Albies gets his lead at first, nobody out. At the letters, but called high, it's a ball. That's on the outside corner, count 2-2. Got him on the good slider there, swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. The batter will be Christian Pache, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Here's a look over to first, and he's back easily. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Here's a high pop-up. Anderson takes charge, and he's got it. 2 down. Here's Ender Inciarte. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. That's wide, 2-0.
Man, that's a great take right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch.
Ball outside.
Ball 3. 2 out with the man at first.
Hey!
3-1.
He must know something we don't know. That was a center cut heater with count leverage in a big spot. I don't understand why he's taking.
3-2.
3-2,
Three
2
balls.
out, runner
Two
on
strikes.
first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Throw over to the bag,
he beat
and he
it.
just manages to get his hand in. And
Take it
that
back.
misses, ball 4, so it's 1st and 2nd now with 2 out. Adam Simber takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9. Johan Camargo will stand in again as we take you back now to the 8th inning, and this was a big one. The 2-run shot that helped get us to where we are now. One 0 count, here it is.
Nope.
And this is
Ball 2.
just off the outside corner, ball 2.
has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
3-0.
2 on, 2 out with a base open here as a pitcher. You have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch that he can hit one out of the park on.
And he finally gets a sinker over here for a called strike one.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. As a look, now the pitch. Ronald Acuna is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. 2 out, bases loaded. 1-2 now as that's in there at the knees.